We're actually heading into Barcelona now. We're going to go to the Sagrada Familia, which I'm very excited about, but I'm finding it hard to leave Sitges. It's too gorgeous. I can't believe this weather.
It's marvellous, isn't it? So where I live at the moment, it's currently -1 degrees Celsius.
Oh, -1.
It's about, what, 12?
Well, I spoke to Philip this morning. He looked like the Michelin man. So I'm guessing it's the same at Lalande.
It's so cold that the windows have frosted up. Yeah.
It looks like leaves. It's really cool.
Wow. Oh my God.
So it's from condensation. It's on the inside, and then because it's so cold, it's frozen.
Oh my goodness.
It looks like beautiful scrolls.
Yeah, that's why we look very wrapped today.
Yes, that's what he's.
That's why we have got in here. Oh my God. So cute.
What is it that we're going to look for?
I'm fed up with wearing trainers. I think they are a little bit, they're not smart enough.
But trainers are so you. I don't think I've ever seen you without trainers.
I want a pair of like leather boat shoes, but one sort of with like a heel, more of a sturdy heel.
You literally get to the Mediterranean within 5 minutes. You're looking for boat shoes. Here we are. Oh no, here we're not. I thought that was our train. I think we might have a little run. Finally, we have a train. My goodness, this train was close to the edge. We're just perched on a cliff, Michael. What are you doing?
So we've been clearing this room, and for the 4th time.
Okay.
After all of Derek's paintings were accumulated here to get them digitized. So there's a pair of them.
Wow.
Are maybe going into the library, but they're going to be framed first. So I think that this one, because it's a pair,
Yeah.
this one might go over here.
Yeah.
And then the other one, which is a blonde lady, is going to go over there. These came from Isabel's.
Yeah.
And then instead we might put that one in Isabel's.
Yeah, that's more better colour-wise, isn't
Yeah,
it?
everything's like browns and it's very...
Yeah, nude.
I love that one too. So
It's beautiful.
because in Isabel we could change your furniture around as well.
Yeah, yeah,
She
always.
asked to change the bed, so we're putting the bed that used to be in Paris into Isabel's.
Oh, wow.
There's a whole lot, so we have to rehang the pictures
Yeah.
because we're adding a wardrobe as well.
Oh, wow.
And upstairs we've created like a gallery wall. Do you want to see it? Well,
Yeah.
it's on the floor still.
I would love to.
This entire section of the house is going to be one. You'll be able to
One.
go straight up to the next ceiling.
Yes, yeah. And that's happening soon.
Yes, we need to make sure this is cleared upstairs. We've already cleared upstairs. Have you seen upstairs?
No, I'll have
Okay, well.
I would love to have a look.
You see the wardrobes out?
Yeah.
Everything here is
All gutted. Well, it will be gutted soon.
And the next things that we're doing is taking this down, the trumeau.
Really?
Yeah, because it's going to be restored, and taking out the fireplaces. Steaming off the wallpaper,
Yeah.
because I've got a plan for that. which
Who's
are
doing that?
Anne-Marie and I.
Oh, wow.
And then, so this is empty too. That fireplace is coming out as well. And then after the wallpaper is all off, Anne-Marie's going to take the doors off.
Oh,
Taking down all these walls.
it's finally happening.
And then when they're all done, and the floor's coming up, parquet's coming up, and these are coming up. This is the ceiling downstairs.
Oh, wow.
Coming up, then there are more beams
Okay.
coming up.
Oh, my goodness.
Basically, just having the 3 wooden beams in the center that are going to be taken out by the other company, and then they're replacing those with the steels.
Oh, my goodness.
So the steels are in, that Emery can put a new floor in, and everything's.
It's very exciting.
I can't wait. I honestly can't wait for this hall to go.
Yeah.
Because this room used to be I'm talking about before like 1920 or so. Used to be one huge room with 3 massive windows.
Oh.
And the fireplace is in the center with 2 identical windows on either side.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, and then they put in the bathroom and the little entrance area.
Oh.
So that's going to go, so it's back to its original proportions.
Oh, my God. I can't wait to see this room finished.
It'd be so light.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Oh, me too.
All the paintings we started putting out.
Yes. That's what you were showing me, wasn't it?
This one, we found the original frame off, so Dave cleaned it.
Yeah.
And Emery put it in, and we're going to put it up here.
I like this for this hallway. I
Me
really
too.
do. Oh, wow. You moved the large one over here.
This used to be the grand salon.
Yeah.
Then we had to take it out,
Yeah.
and it can't go back in there anyway.
Okay.
And then we had it in the corridor in the back kitchen, which is not right, but at least have it off the wall, off the floor, you know.
Yeah.
But here it looks really good.
Yeah, be quite an art gallery corridor.
Yeah, but it's all of Derek's art, you know.
Yeah.
All the things we had, some of them we found in Isabel's, like hidden behind thing. So
Coming to life, and then people will be able to enjoy it. Oh my goodness! Look at that.
I'm wondering, maybe it's a bit much. Trying to get the wall into the corridor, that's way more. But
No, but I think they look great together, don't they?
that's what I sort of tried to group them. So like there you've got like sort of like more muted tones, and
There.
here it's more.
Punchy colours.
Yeah, this is more like buildings, and then this is vibrant portraits.
I love it. It's happening, so
Exactly.
very exciting.
Getting there.
Getting there.
The train brought us into an underground station, and now we're popping out into the sunshine and into beautiful Barcelona.
These Gaudis,
Gaudi building.
they're lovely, aren't they?
Spectacular.
Coffee.
Let's get a coffee.
Coffee and a sandwich.
All right, get them, Michael. That's our breakfast right there. Shimmy on up.
Before they drop off.
It feels unreal, doesn't it? It was the same in Rome. You can't believe that just in the streets of the city there's oranges everywhere. Forget the cathedral, Michael. Bird. Seriously, bird. Look up.
Oh, it's a pat. It's a pat.
There's two of them.
Do they just live outside here?
And they just live outside. It feels like I'm in an aviary. Totally detracting from the extraordinary beauty of the cathedral behind them. You see there, the final tower is still being built, and it will tower over them all. We're going to enter one of these towers today. I'm more excited about the parakeets. I'm properly excited about them.
The really interesting thing about this building is that it was designed upside down using string.
What?
Well, because obviously you know the actual forces that are involved in holding a building in its shape up. What Gaudi actually did is actually got string and hung them and then tied the bottoms together and where they meet, and that's why it goes up like that. Because it's actually you use pieces of string hanging.
No.
And then you know that the forces involved are perfectly.
That's
I don't exactly know how to
crazy.
describe it.
We're very much looking forward to sharing the interior with you just as soon as we can find the entrance.
This must be, I think it must be like this.
We've made our way around to the entrance. This is the original facade. This is the facade that Gaudi worked on, and we're going to go up one of these towers. This is the Nativity facade, and that's because all of the sculptures on this side are showing the Nativity. There's the three kings.
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And the frankincense, can you see he's got the little thing that he swing?
Yes.
And the box of gold, and that's the myrrh.
Frankincense and myrrh, they're both woods, aren't they, that smell and make resin?
No, they're
Wood
resins from a tree, and they are both have incredible antibacterial properties. And along with gold, actually, all three will kill bacteria.
Ah, so very precious in the past.
So good for a baby, you know, to keep a baby healthy.
So we have the angels surrounding the family with the ox and the ass as well. Do you see the little head of the ox and the ass either side? And there we've got, look, the shepherds. There are Mary and Joseph going with their donkey. Jesus has already been born. The other side is called the Passion facade because it's the Passion of Christ leading to his crucifixion. So you can see him carrying the cross, you can see the crucifixion. All of these sculptures were done in the 1980s, and I think they were quite controversial because people felt they were too angular, but in fact Gaudi himself had written that the Passion facade should feel quite brutal, as though it were carved with an axe.
It definitely looks like it was carved with an axe.
It does, doesn't
Looks like
it?
it was carved with anger. You know,
Yes.
like,
But that feels right for the Passion somehow.
look at the little skull there, just below Jesus on the cross.
And there's the Turin shroud, look, right in the middle.
Oh wow! Is that what it's meant to depict?
Must be.
Must be.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But it looks quite medieval in a way. Like,
I totally agree with you.
Look at this knight on horseback, just here on the left.
Yeah, I agree. Even though it's quite modern sculpting, it definitely is entirely based on medieval styling. This, I like to think, is the happier side. I quite like the other side as well, actually.
This, I would say, is Gothic.
This is extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it. Gaudi said that the curve was the form of God and the straight line was the form of man. So he was just inspired by nature. And it is like looking up almost at a huge barnacle encrusted stone that's been left for years under the sea.
It's an anthill.
Oh, I like, yeah, termite mound.
Right now, that's it, yeah.
What Gaudi's created here is very much a cathedral in the Gothic tradition. You can see the shape of Northern European Gothic cathedrals, and yet he made it completely different. He didn't want it to feel like a cold forest of stone. He wanted it to feel like a living forest, so he based all of his designs on nature. When Gaudi took over as architect of this building in 1883, he was in his early 30s, and he knew that he would never live to see the completion of this building. But he said, it doesn't matter, my client is not in a hurry. By that, of course, he meant God. The stained glass windows on the nativity side of the building, the ones that you can see behind me, are all in cool blues and greens to catch the morning sunlight as it comes in. But those on this side, the passion side, glow with warm oranges, yellows and reds in the afternoon sunlight. So the light in the cathedral changes throughout the day. The colours of the stained glass windows in here feel exactly like the warm summer sunshine filtering through the top layer of the canopy in a forest and reaching down to the greens beneath. This is the final facade to be completed, the glory facade. It will represent death with its final judgment and glory. And at the moment, the huge window is entirely white light coming in. The stained glass windows haven't been fitted yet, but just imagine what it will be like in here when you can just see the colours that were originally imagined for the space.
This is going to be the actual main facade when it's
Main
finished.
entrance, yeah. And hopefully it will be done next year, in time for the anniversary of Gaudi's death.
You look at this from the outside, it looks like a modern concrete, like sort of skyscraper. Because what they're doing is they're actually building a concrete core that's poured as it raises up, and then they're facing it in stone. That's the only way they can kind of complete this building, because they're actually paid for by donations. It's not funded by a private body or the state's not paying for it. It's all been, ever since its construction in 1882, it's all been funded by just donations.
So this is the mother of all crowdfunders.
In order for them to finish it, they had to use some modern methods like poured concrete, faced in stone, computer modelling technology to create the intricate shapes.
Well, I think it's genius. What matters is the artistic vision, and that's enabling it to come to life.
And it's crazy that they've done all of this without the original plans, because all the original plans, all the original models that were made by Gaudi were destroyed in 1936.
During the Spanish Civil War, anarchists broke into Gaudi's workshop. They destroyed all of the plans and all of the models of the cathedral, and they even planned to destroy the cathedral itself. Thankfully, that didn't happen. The reason they wanted to do that is because the church was aligned with the fascist dictator Franco, who eventually won the Spanish Civil War, and therefore the anarchists saw the Catholic Church as the enemy. But luckily, this glorious artistic vision survived. These columns aren't just here for architectural support, they're a total reinvention of what a cathedral can be. They're creating a forest that seems to be living, and they're laden with significance. Like a forest, not all of the trees are identical, so the columns are made from different materials. Gaudi used red porphyry representing the blood of the martyrs. There's also dark limestone, grey basalt, and finally pure white columns representing Christ. And all of the columns seem to get paler and paler as they move up towards the heavens. And the columns don't go straight up to the top. They branch out exactly like trees up into what Gaudi referred to as a palmiform vault, an almost palm tree-like vault at the top of the church, as though we're under this magnificent canopy representing the beauty of creation. Are you hugging the columns?
Well, yeah, they're so tactile. They're curved. They're all smooth, but as they go up, they become sharp-cornered. Look, if you go up,
they do! I hadn't noticed.
They become pointy. Do you know what it reminds me of? Almost like the stem of like wheat or grass. They have those little bulbs in them where they branch out.
Yeah, you're right.
They're so difficult to pop. Like, you can't break them.
I can see you spent hours trying to do that.
I feel like it's inspired by nature, it's like a woodland.
It's like being an insect at the foot of a blade of grass.
Little beetle.
And in fact, of these forms, Gaudi did say, nothing is invented, for it is all found in nature first. Standing in this forest of stone that Gaudi started over 100 years ago, knowing he would never see it completed, you get the sense that it is a living forest. It is still growing today, all of these years later, because everyone has come together to ensure that Gaudi's vision can live on, and this artistic masterpiece that he created can be completed after his death. It's so beautiful. You realize what humanity can achieve with vision, with collaboration, and with belief. Belief for some in God, and for others in art. Both beliefs very powerful, and both very important to the human soul. The organ has just started, and I feel as though I've stepped into a parallel universe where everything is similar to ours, just not quite what we're used to.
Just like can't take it in.
No?
I've never seen anything like it. I don't think I ever will again. I went round the back of the organ and the big pipes, I put my hand on them and I could feel the vibrations through the pipes. We're going up tower, but there's an elevator.
I did not expect it.
I thought we were going up like
I know.
steps.
I thought we'd be working off our lunch, but no. That's going to sit right on that stomach.
Look at the door, covered in roses, and it's all cast in the bronze, isn't it?
That's extraordinary. That's made me rethink every door I've ever seen. Just got ahead of the lift, and now the last little bit we need to carry on going up. 10 metres, that seems doable.
You can have the windows.
Whoa! It's incredible, and I think we're going over the little bridge. Here we are. Oh my goodness! And look, there's the new tower. The last tower being built. That's the Jesus Tower. That Jesus Tower behind us is going to be built to a height that's just half a metre less than the highest natural point in Barcelona, because Gaudi said that he would leave the highest point to God. It's if we can get at all that we're on a little bridge at this height, and there's nothing beneath us, it just spans between the two towers.
No, there's solid ground beneath us there.
Yeah, wishful thinking. See, we're suspended just in between the two towers of the Nativity facade. That's terrifying. You want to get up in the building site, don't you? I can see.
I'd love to, yeah. Look at these towers with the glass.
Just like fruits.
It's so modern, isn't it? But
oh, that's bread, isn't it? It looks like baguettes here. And fruits.
Yeah.
Or corn, maybe? A cornucopia of nutritional gifts sent from heaven.
I need to sort that pointing out.
I'm feeling quite smug about having had ours just redone on the Chapel of St. Joseph now. Bye-bye Barcelona, we're going back in. There's no lift down, we've got to walk all the way down. Here we go. Look at the birds in that tree that we could see from below. Quite a long way to go. Just getting closer to the ground. The views from here are extraordinary. Look, more of those strange fruits.
They remind me of balloons.
Celebratory ones.
Yes. They've risen up, like when they
That
take
makes
off.
me think of the cartoon.
Up, yeah.
The whole cathedral's going to go flying up in the air. It actually wouldn't surprise me. It feels like a place where magic could happen. This is a beautiful view over to the newer part. And you can really see the difference in the carving. It's become much more angular over there.
One thing I have noticed on the way down is that so obviously we're on these
Steps, floating down.
So if you look up, this is the bottom of the ones above us.
That we were just on.
Every single one is cracked.
Oh dear.
Quite big cracks.
Yes, so it is. I think I'd worry
All the
about
way up
that.
the whole tower. Maybe one day it will. No, it won't really.
Let's just get to the bottom, shall we? Yes. Quite far from us. And now we're strolling along to go to the Mandarin Oriental, which I'm presuming is extremely swanky, because Oliver has a voucher. So apparently we can get a coffee there. I like the frescoes. They remind me of Russian communist art, Ollie. Healthy people doing farming. Wow, this is quite something, this foyer. Oh, I'm getting too excited by all of the art around me. I'm falling behind. Ollie, Well, he does take us to the best places.
What we don't realise is that we're going to have to do the washing up after to pay for it.
Oh, Ollie, is that what the voucher said? This is worth washing up for. We've each got our little olive oil platter. This is the life. You're sitting in very dramatic chairs. It feels right like thrones, actually.
Yeah.
Chairs.
Is it?
Yes, it feels right, doesn't it?
Sounds like you're our servant. Subject.
Oh, I didn't realise that's what the chairs meant. I'm in just a normal little chair. I'm still eating everything in one half of my mouth, though I'm in much less pain now. I think the infection's pretty much gone, but Michael went out to a pharmacy and bought me this little thing with a spray on it that you can just put into a specific place in your mouth and do one spray. And we didn't realise it was going to completely numb one half of my mouth. I tried to drink something afterwards and just dribbled it all out. So luckily, things are a bit better now. It means I can't feel anything. It's great. I'm thoroughly enjoying food again. I have a toasted sandwich of Iberian ham and manchego cheese, fries, padron peppers. I love these. You've gone full on burger and fries. And Oliver, bit of a classic gentleman's choice, the club sandwich. Anyone for padron pepper?
Oh, yeah.
Go for it. Oh, so good.
Lovely.
Even the McDonald's is really a step up. I don't think most people have marble ionic columns outside their McDonald's. There go all the Christmas trees. Well, I look at that and I think spring is on its way. That may sound a little overly optimistic, but on such a beautiful sunny day, it's impossible not to think it. We're popping into the big department store, Il Corte Inglés, to see if Michael can find himself the shoes he's looking for. I have fallen in love with this one for the kitchen at Lalande. It's so tiny and Galahad will fit perfectly in there. I think he'd absolutely love it. So I think I'm going to take that back for Galahad. Oh, it's adorable. I keep imagining him in it. It's hard to imagine in the weather that we've had here, but today Marie and Philip have been trying to train Galahad to wear his new little winter boots. It's not going well yet. This is the footage they sent me.
Galahad, come on, darling. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Come, we'll go for a walk. Come on, Angel. It's for his own benefit. The little frozen pool. Come here, darling. Come on. I'm not hating it. She just doesn't really understand. Come on, Angel.
Something tells me he's going to need a little bit more practice with those in case snow comes, so that he's ready with his little snow boots. Whilst Michael goes to look for his shoes, I'm going to sit here and edit with my hot chocolate. And this view of Barcelona with the Sagrada Familia in the distance there. I think I have the best spot in the whole city. Did you find them?
Well, I found the ones I thought I wanted. And actually, in person, not so nice. So I found another one by a brand called Camper.
Campers, yeah.
Camper. Camper.
You've really gone full boating shoes. I love boating shoes. I think they're great on a man.
But they're not like the traditional one. They've got like a boot. They've got a boot heel on.
Chunky.
So they're like the best of
You
both.
are going to be so chic.
But can't wear white socks with them. None other white socks. So I got some like.
No, you need the little socks that you don't see. You need to show off your ankle.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh, I love
Little pop
those.
socks.
I like to see a man's finely turned ankle.
What, in winter?
Anytime. So we're heading back down to the train station. We're going to go back to Sitges now. Clutching my bed for Galahad.
My next project has started. I am going to paint behind here because, as you can see, it's looking a bit shabby. It's looking a little bit chaotic in the kitchen, but there cannot be any neat and tidy, organized perfection without chaos. I thought I'd just start putting some color over the bench top so that it doesn't get paint on it. So I just started painting with the paint that I got color matched using this little piece here. I brought that to the Brico-Marché and they color matched me. And this is the color. I'm not entirely sure that that's correctly color matched. You know that color that I got color matched for this?
a great colour match, don't you think?
I thought you'd hurt yourself or something.
It's just-
Oh my god, help.
I was just freaking out because I have no clue what to do now.
That is a different colour.
Yes.
Did you mix it?
Yeah, I did mix it.
Well, just use what we've got.
Well, the point was to make it nice, fresh and clean anyway.
Just, yeah.
Okay.
Beijing.
Well, I hope it's more grey than beige, because beige doesn't really go in here.
Great.
Greyish. Well, I think it must be blue in it, though, because she did colour match that.
If this is a colour match, she might have forgotten the blue. I think that looks more like it could be the same colour as that, so just...
Yep.
We've got it.
Yep. All right. Okay. First coat is on. I mean, it is looking much cleaner, if anything.
Honestly, if you don't know, it looks like the same colours as the rest of the room.
Yeah, exactly. Fingers crossed tomorrow it doesn't look terrible. We need at least a few more coats, and then we'll see. I think we've been very productive today.
I think we've been very good today.
Yes, and Philip is cooking dinner.
Maple mustard, glazed carrots and parsnips and garlic with risotto and salmon.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
And healthy, hopefully. Well,
Yes.
minus the maple syrup, but,
We're back in Sitges and it's just such a beautiful walk back to the apartment. I can't get over it. The buildings are wonderful.
Yeah, look at this one.
There's beautiful modernist houses all the way along. And the streets are so pretty and there's palm trees everywhere and it's all marvellous. I feel as though I'm on a proper summer holiday in January. It's been a long day, so we've decided that we're just going to get a chicken, a lovely roasted one, and take it back to the apartment. Home sweet home, here we are. As meals go, it's a bit purist. A little rosé, half a chicken. A day of architecture, beauty, chocolate, wine, and half a chicken. How do I top that tomorrow?